one of the most common situations that you find in tennis is after a serve or return. Two players are in a baseline-to-baseline exchange. The goal that we have is what I call competitive consistency. It's not good enough just to plop the ball back into a place, and especially as you get to higher and higher levels. You have to make a quality ball. And that rally ball we're looking for is a neutral exchange. It's a ball that's going to prevent your opponent from stepping in or taking the advantage and starting to get you in trouble. So this is a neutral rally ball. Ideally, you're looking for a ball that's going to rise to your opponent. If you're rallying and you send a ball that falls, that allows the opponent to move forward. Or if you hit it but it levels off right into their power zone, that makes it easy for them. But a ball that's rising through their hitting zone, that's going to be a lot tougher for them. So that's what you're looking for, is that rising ball. That's what's going to keep them neutral, prevent them from taking the advantage. The final tactical aspect of a neutral rally ball is what we call tempo. In other words, if you can consistently rally, maintain that consistency, but rally at a higher tempo, that's going to put your opponent in much greater trouble, even though you're rallying. So if I could rally at a high tempo, say 50 miles an hour, and you could only rally at 40 miles an hour, when I'm just rallying normally, you're under pressure. Now, for you to be able to put me under pressure, you have to be wild and risky to get it above that 50 miles an hour. So the player with the higher rally tempo, and again, remember, maintaining consistency though, the player with the higher rally tempo is going to win that rally 80 to 90% of the time. So that's our tactical goal, is that neutral exchange that keeps the opponent back and prevents them from attacking, and that you have a higher and higher rally tempo that's going to produce shots and opportunities for you.
For this evaluation, two players start at opposite baselines. The players must rally on one half of the court width. Balls landing in the doubles alleys are in. The first player sends a ball to their partner and 1 minute is timed. The goal is to maintain a rally for the full minute. The evaluation ends if the ball lands outside the court, the ball hits the net, any player takes the ball in the air. To highlight consistency, only rallies that last a full minute receive a score. To measure tempo, a player counts 1 point if their partner's ball was rising to them. If the ball is falling, the rally continues, but no point is awarded. For example, a ball that makes the player move forward to receive it receives no points. At the end of the minute, both players add together the points awarded for rising balls. This is their minute rally score.
The technical keys for producing this neutral rally shot are the pass principles. And that's the path of the racket, the angle of the racket, and the speed of the racket through impact. To make this shot, we want it to be what's called a heavy ball. It has speed and spin to it. That's going to push them back and neutralize them more. So the path of the racket is going to be low to high. The angle of the racket would be vertical or slightly closed depending on how low to high you go. And of course, the angle on the sides of the ball are going to determine the direction that it goes. Now, the important part is the S, the speed of the racket. And the speed isn't going to be gained just by flailing my racket or whipping it quickly. But the whole idea is to get momentum of the racket. And to get that momentum, I'm going to need to use all the lengths of my body from the ground up. So it's like I'm pulling a heavy, heavy racket from behind me. And if I pull it using my legs, then my hips, then my trunk, and let it go with my shoulders, this is going to get that racket momentum to really get that speed going behind the ball. Same idea on the backhand, whether it's one hand, I'm going to use, again, that body momentum and let it go as well. Or with two hands, just like, again, I'm pulling that racket from behind me using all of my body. That momentum is going to get that speed, which will make that heavy ball neutralizing your opponent.
Top international coach Louis Caillet has identified these minute rally norms for top international junior players after visiting many high-performance centers worldwide.